right, as promised, I'm actually going to try to get, it is actually starting to sprinkle, so I'm going to get under a tree here. So I'm at the reservoir that I was talking about, one of the other larger reservoirs here, and as you can see, so right up to about here is where I've seen the water. You can almost tell where it's been, and you can tell we've been in a drought, so look how low this reservoir is. I've actually never seen it this low in a couple of years I've been hiking here. But what I wanted to show you, besides that story, is if you can see way off in distance, if you can see that wall of rocks going on back. Now up at the top there of that is Interstate 384. You can probably see cars up there. But that wall, that's kind of, I don't know if you want to call it a retaining wall or whatever, is something. So when I was first learning to hike this area, which I know it pretty well now, like the back of my hand, but when I first started hiking here, I ended up going from the path I was just on, well, you can't see through the woods, and coming through the woods back here, there was sort of a path, and then come up and I got to the wall, and it was snowy, had snowed, and for some reason I was stubborn and didn't turn back, and I walked, well, on my hands along the side of this wall. And bear in mind, it was midwinter, and below me in this reservoir, which was much higher at the time, it was mostly ice covered, and all I could think about is, man, if I slip down the side of this wall, I'm going to through that ice. Although there is a lot of trees at the bottom, so it's not too bad. I'm going to step back. It's starting to sprinkle here. This reservoir here, you can see along the back there's, I don't know, kind of a dam and more of another retaining wall there. I have seen people, I'm going to say a couple months ago, actually it must have been more than a couple months ago, but swimming in here, and there are signs clearly stating you're not supposed to, but I didn't bother them. And I do often see people with dogs up in here too, and they're not really supposed to bring them up in here. And sometimes they do let them swim, but yeah, you can see there's it's good rain coming down. I may have to put my poncho on if it starts coming down harder. I'm going to be going off. Actually, if you guys want to come with me, come on. I guess you don't have a choice. You can come with me. Unless you stop the video, then of course you don't have to walk with me. Yeah, so I'm having to cover this here. I may have to turn this off and put it in my pocket because it's coming down. It's just a light rain. Oh well, I'm more than halfway done. And like I said, I do have my poncho here. You can see me. I'm much more interesting to look at, aren't I? Hey, I'm just about into, there's some pine trees I'm coming up to. So what's nice is there's about, I don't know, 1/8 of a mile path here of pine trees. My guess is, however, this rain's not going to slow down, so I'm coming up along the side of the reservoir here, and I'm going to be at the other side. I'm going to come down, and when I get to the bottom of the hill, providing I have enough battery left, I may show you guys a little pond they call Dog Pond. It's cute. It's a little tiny pond. I'm not sure the history of it because it seems to have some stonework along the edge of it that appears to be quite old. So, and I actually don't know much about this area historically. I should look it up and see if I can find out. There are some interesting remnants in here of cement foundations. I've seen a couple small areas. I'm not sure. I know now they use this for water, and they may have for a long time. So, all right. Yeah, so I'm pretty well protected under here. It's a nice area of pine trees too. You can see them behind me, above me. Woo! But I'm almost at the end of them. I'll be in the open area where it's raining a bit more. But I'm all right. You guys don't have to worry about me. I know you're worried. All right. Oh, forgot, there's another little path here, right down here. I can take a little longer under the canopy of pine trees.